This program is brought to you by the City of Oceanside. The following program does not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of the City of Oceanside, its elected officials, KOCT, its board of directors, or staff.
I'm CJ Demento, your local librarian from the Oceanside Public Library and city staff for the Oceanside Arts Commission. Welcome to the October edition of Oceanside Spectrum. I'm so glad that you're here. First, we have the new chief of the Oceanside Police, Fred Armijo, to share updates on that city department. And Joanne Tofilis and Aki Burks with the Pyramid Art and Cultural Center are here. They are in a new location, but continuing the work of the Pyramid Mural Museum, the first mural museum in the world. And with information on the Dia de los Muertos event this month, Kathy Nichol of Main Street Oceanside joins us as well. And Sandra Alston with the North County Philanthropy Council, the group that is strengthening connections among our amazing nonprofits and furthering philanthropy here in our community. So stay tuned because Oceanside Spectrum starts now. So born and raised in Oceanside, Oceanside Police Chief Fred Armijo is here. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me. This is awesome.
Yes, you haven't been here, so I'm glad, you know, it's time. And now you're our new police chief.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So you're here to share several things, but you have job openings. You have opportunities for people to be part of what you do. We
have a lot of job opportunities in the police department right now. In fact, we're operating at about 75% of staffing strength. And so as you can imagine, that causes challenges when it comes to meeting the needs of the community.
Right.
So we have a number of police officer positions, dispatcher positions, records technician positions. All of them are very, very important to operations. Right. And I would love nothing more than to see more homegrown folks from Oceanside join our department. So I would encourage people to check out our website, our recruiting website, which is joinopd.net.
Okay. And
you can get all kinds of information there, but it would be awesome to have more people from our community join our police department.
Yeah.
A huge help to providing the services that our community deserves.
Yeah, absolutely. So on top of that, you are really focused. You've been police chief for about 6 months. You're focused on communication with the public, right? So you're taking some steps to, you know, bring someone on to help with that process. That's great. It's great.
I'm very excited that we actually have a new public information officer that's slated to start on November 1st. And this is so long overdue. We haven't had a full-time public information officer since 2003. And since then, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle to adequately communicate, not just with the media, but with our community. And so getting a person, especially now when it can help us better leverage social media, it's hugely important. And the person that we picked has a lot of expertise and experience with the social media aspect of communication, because we have a lot of work to do in that area, as well as our website. Our website, all the city's websites are due to be rebuilt. And our IT staff is working hard on finding an organization that will help do that. And so that, combined with us really stepping further into the social media world, I think is going to really help improve communication and to help keep our community informed on what's going on.
Yeah, and updated. Good.
Exactly.
Good. And you're also doing an organizational analysis. Tell us what that looks like in a police department. What does that look like?
It's really a top to bottom analysis of all the services that we provide the community, to include how we're organized structurally, how we're staffed, how we prioritize calls for service. The last time that this kind of analysis was done was 1988. And you can imagine not just the growth that's occurred in our city,
right.
but just the general changes in society and priorities. So we're in the process of developing a request for proposals to seek an entity that can come in and do that kind of analysis for us. I'm really eager to see where the community believes we are at right now with the level of services that we provide, and to find out where they would like us to be, so that we know what steps that we're going to have to take to close that gap. And that's going to be hugely important. If you think about just the changes in not just society, but even in the criminal justice system, you know, I think that we're still built for policing back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and there's so many changes that have taken place that we need to adjust to. And having an outside entity come in and really just analyze everything for us, I think will put us on the right track to really get up and get up to speed with what's going on in contemporary society and what's expected of us by our community.
That sounds wonderful. And it sounds like you are really making some wonderful strides to communicate and get folks on that are doing really great work. Appreciate your dedication.
Thank you.
Once again, if people are interested in working for the police department here for the city of Oceanside, they go to
joinopd.net.
All right.
And we look forward to people from our community coming on board.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Fred, for being here today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We'll be right back with our next guest.
Located hillside on Mesa Drive in Oceanside, Buddy Todd Park is known for its beautiful ocean breezes, established trees, and plenty of space. Developed nearly a century ago in 1929, it is Oceanside's oldest park. Originally named Parnassus Circle, it was later renamed in 1946 for John Buddy Todd, the first Oceanside resident to pass in World War II. Buddy Todd Park offers 19 acres of panoramic views, a multi-purpose field, picnic areas, restroom facilities, children's playgrounds, and beautiful walking paths. Buddy Todd Park is open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Visit today.
Joanne Tofilis, founder and executive director of the Pyramid Art and Cultural Center, and Aki Burks, music director, are here. It's a wonderful interactive and art music event center, and they are here to share their news. Yeah, welcome.
Well, thank you. Good to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here, and I want to start with the start, the Pyramid Mural Museum.
Yes.
Tell us, that's where this all started, right? Yeah.
You know, after accumulating over 12 miles of murals, and Oceanside being hometown to my family, and this is paradise, by the way.
Yes.
I've been to 68 countries, and this is the best place to be, together with everybody and family and friends. But we did open the first mural museum in Artist Alley. And we were there for several years, and it was the first mural museum in the entire world.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
And then when my husband passed away and things, you know, financially, we ended up having to move it. So we are now getting ready to open in the historic district right behind the Mission, and we're going to expand it somewhat. The museum will still be alive and kicking, but we are going to expand it to include programs and events, interactive events for our community. In the community where there's not a whole lot of stuff going on. Thank God ACES is there, so we'll be partnering
Studio
with them.
Ace,
Yes,
another
that's it,
art
Studio Ace,
center
right.
there.
And we're going to be also designated in November as the UNESCO Center for Peace. The UNESCO Center for Peace for all of California and Baja, which will bring a lot of interactivity and conferences with university students and grooming young people to go to work in the United Nations and things like like that. So, and all these wonderful other cultural events that will include art and music and painting and spoken word and dance. And that's why I'm dressed in an Egyptian and African jewelry to kind of show that we're going to introduce cultures that people might not often see or hear about, that are not in school books, that you don't read their history and things like that.
Amazing.
I mean, we don't study Malaysia, we don't study Colombia or Chile or one of those. So this is going to be the time that we'll be doing it.
This is
so
the
people,
place.
and we have a 3D mural inside the center. So when you come in, you can stand on the bridge with Mother Nature behind you and waterfalls and a koi fish pond and see how water is life, and you end up looking at the earth, which is a little tiny dot, which represents us, our humanity on this earth, which is tiny, so we're like a grain, a mini grain of salt.
And
there.
I've seen that mural. It extends all the way across the floor and all the way up the wall, and it's incredible. And I've seen you playing drums. I mean, you bring the music with the art. Joanne's the art, right? And you're the music, and it's just so symbiotic. Tell me about the music that you play.
Well, our music is, like you said, symbiotic.
Yeah.
The drum is the heartbeat.
Yeah.
It comes from the mother, and so we are pushing forward that spirit. As far as the power spirit, we are doing more things with indigenous cultures.
Great.
We're trying to bring together some of the last vestiges of private enterprise, living tea, earth culture roots, different places that used to be great places, Hill Street Cafe that used to be here. We want to bring the people that were at these places that represent our beach community together, along with the education that goes along with the indigenous cultures that we need to bring up, because of where we are in the Sailing Array mission. And that's our whole thing, is to bring music basically to the children.
Amazing. And you do a drum circle, right?
Yes.
I want folks to know about that. Tell
we
them
do
when
drum
that
circles
happens.
on Saturdays. I do art walks on first Fridays of every month. It's usually a good thing. It brings all the people together, and we have all the drums and smiles, and we come with it, high energy. And we have our drum circles are quite different than other drum circles because we bring in musicians, and I have drummers that come from other places, and guitarists and organists that come, and people bring their violins. I mean, we have a blast.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wow,
and so we're covering all types of music, but
And
focusing on African music.
And you're bringing all of this into our community and making it accessible and making it interactive. And with your center, people can volunteer, they can find out about it, they can visit starting November 7th.
Yes.
How do they find out more? How do
we have a
people
website,
become involved?
www.miramid.com and or artmiles.org. And we have partnerships with Cal State University, the outreach program for students. So we have a lot of volunteers, and we love to have volunteers because we just did a mural for the 13 fallen soldiers, and now we're doing one for the Afghan women, and it's called Back to the Burqa. So we have people coming in to help us paint that, so we can welcome the refugees when they come, especially the women.
You two are so amazing.
And we do these murals in response to every human and natural disaster, as we have done now for 27 years.
And you do the murals
people.
and you send them to those communities.
Yes.
You two are really, really incredible. And it was so nice to get a chance to talk with you today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You act like you've never seen someone do this before.
Because I haven't.
Really? I've been doing this for a while. Saves me a ton of money.
But we share this milk.
Then we're both saving money.
Welcome back. Kathy Nyko with Main Street Oceanside is here to talk about the Dia de los Muertos event and the Haunted Sunset Market coming up. Wow, welcome.
Thanks for having me. I love being here.
I know. It's good to see you. And this is the 20th year of the DIA event.
Yes, so a nonprofit organization, which I'm the board chair of, Friends of Oceanside Dia de los Muertos, will be hosting the 20th annual festival this year. And we've been doing it for 4 or 5 years. Of course, I've been helping since 2006 when it was started by Main Street 20 years ago, and when it was at the Mission, and continued it at the Mission, and now we're moving it back to downtown. So we're pretty excited.
Yeah. And it's gonna, when is it gonna be held? What's it gonna look like? I know you have a lot of vendors, entertainment, but you have some new stuff coming up.
So it's going to be the 24th of October from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh, great, yeah.
We want to remind everybody, you know, parking is limited, so we put everything about utilizing public transportation on our website, on the R10 site. We have a special website, of course. And then we do the typical stuff. Main Street, of course, is helping us with it, with promotion and everything. They've been a constant supporter. Milano Farms has been with the organization and the festival for 20 years. They donate all the marigolds. And then Radio Latina has been our sponsor also for 20 years. So that's fabulous backing.
Great support. Great support for an amazing event.
Yeah, and then when we were at the Mission, we brought on Por Siempre Car Club came on, and they started a car show with the original car trunk alters. So we are going to have a car show.
Okay.
And we're hoping between 50 and 80 cars will be there.
Wow. Awesome.
Then we have our entertainment, which is fabulous. We'll have the Rubios and the Caballeros again, Ballet Folklorico. There's a lot of different entertainment throughout the day. We'll have children's activities that day, making masks and flowers and sugar skulls, a lot of community groups that are assisting us. And then, of course, let me see what I forgot, because I always forget something.
Lowrider bicycle.
We're starting a new thing this year. We have so many bicycle groups just in Oceanside itself that we decided to start a lowrider bicycle group area in the event. So that's brand new this year. So if groups wish to participate, they need to contact us. Everything's on our website. And there's no cost, but we want you to donate a non-perishable food item, because we do a food drive in November and December for Bread of Life in Oceanside.
Wonderful.
So that's the new thing. And then I'm forgetting something. So our artists, I always bring up, we have a lot of artisans that come specific with Day of the Dead art, like the guy who's been supporting us forever, David Lazo.
Amazing art,
And he does our posters every year.
Cool.
And let's see, what else did I forget? Goodness, there's always something. I think I covered almost all.
That's a lot. That's amazing.
But
that's an amazing event.
Always need volunteers, especially for our children's area.
That's what you forgot, volunteers,
And oh my goodness, I almost forgot one specific thing. Adelanto Bookmobile's gonna be there.
Bookmobile
Hello,
is gonna
how
be
could
there.
I forget? I'm right with you, talking to you.
It.
But please check out our website, friendsofoceansidediadelosmuertos.org.
Perfect.
And that's on the 24th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And the Haunted Sunset Market.
Oh, I forgot one thing.
Okay.
Katrina contest. 4 years ago, we started Katrina contest. And at 2 o'clock, we have adult, male, female, 12 and under, male, female, and then a couple. So that's at 2 p.m. I'm sorry, I always forget something.
Well, there's so much going on. You can't remember it all.
It's a fun activity.
It's incredible. You're so busy. Haunted Sunset Market. Tell folks about that
28th
too.
of October. It's a Thursday. We always do trick or treat that night till at least 7 o'clock. We hope that we can have enough trick or treat items for our trick or treaters that night. And then everybody usually gets dressed up. The vendors decorate their booths. I'm usually the hippie walking around all the time, so you can't miss me. And then we do at 6 o'clock. Everybody gathers at the stage. We do a very short parade because it's usually very small individuals. And then at 8 o'clock we do a blood curdling scream and evil laugh contest.
Okay, all right.
And if we have any goodies left, We try to get rid of them then.
Okay.
But that's 5 to 9 on Thursday, the 28th.
October 28th.
At our Haunted Sunset
Oh
Market.
my
I'm excited. I love it.
So much going on. You're such a busy lady. Thank you for all the programming that you bring to this city. We're so appreciative of you.
Thank you, CJ. You too.
All right. So stay there. I will be right back with my next guest.
Do you want to get a job in a new field? Get a better job in the same field? Coursera will help unemployed, furloughed, or employed part-time workers gain a competitive edge by providing access to courses and certificate programs. Learn in-demand skills and discover paths to new jobs or career advancement. Oceanside Public Library card holders admitted to this program can choose from the 3,000 plus options on the Coursera.org learning platform at no personal cost. With Coursera, learners can develop or hone skills such as business English, contact tracing, data analytics and business analysis, computer programming, entrepreneurship, marketing, IT, app development, project management, web design, and much more. Courses vary in length, are self-paced, and are fully online. Space is limited. To find out if you are eligible, please visit www.oceansidepubliclibrary.org, and you will find Coursera under the Adults tab.
Welcome back. We have Sandra Alston, Managing Director of the North County Philanthropy Council, a group that was founded in 1998 to provide a resource that would help promote philanthropy in North County. What a great idea.
And you said it so well, because philanthropy is a very difficult word to say. When I first started and you had to answer the phone, North County Philanthropy Council.
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful, but it means love of humanity, and that's very much what NCPC represents.
Wow, that's great. And you do a lot of professional development through the council, right? Tell us about that.
So that's one part of what we do, is the educational aspect. So we're a membership-based organization.
Okay.
And so we provide for our members workshops, now webinars, and connectors virtually.
Okay.
And they can be on any type of topic that the nonprofit needs to learn about. So whether it's fundraising, volunteer opportunities, grant writing, just a variety of different topics. We also are now doing DEI training. And so we've partnered with Fieldstone Leadership Network San Diego, and we actually just started yesterday on a 3-part DEI training. So we're really excited about that as well.
Good, good. And you do mentorship, but it's not regular mentorship. It's mentorship 2.0.
Yes.
Tell us, what does that look like?
So for the past 3 years, we've done traditional mentorship, which is kind of top-down mentorship, where you have a more senior person working with a junior person, not necessarily older and younger, but just more senior more experience.
Okay.
And now mentorship 2.0 is taking a cohort of people. So we're looking at 4 to 7 people, and it's not it's top down, but it's top down, it's down up, it's side to side. It's really about the whole person and helping them grow as a leader. They're all of, your whole self. Because as we've definitely seen in COVID, we all need to support each other. So it's not just supporting each other with practical items or educational items, but it's emotional items and really all being there for each other. So that's kind of how we came up with Mentorship 2.0, which we're launching in November.
Awesome. And helping people develop tools so that they can be more successful with their fundraising, whatever that might look like for their organization.
Right, or their mission in general. So, so our members we have 245 members.
Okay.
And so that consists of nonprofits, but also business, so large corporations, small businesses, a small little marketing company down the street, but also foundations and individuals as well. So really everyone could be a member of NCPC if you're engaged in the community, and we hope that you are.
Awesome, awesome. And so you also, talking about engaged, you have a volunteer award ceremony coming up where you're honoring all that work that people are doing in all of those nonprofits.
Right,
in the
so
community.
that's my favorite day of the year. It's our volunteer awards celebration. This is our second year we're doing it virtually, and we're actually filming here at KOCT. So we love the partnership that we have with KOCT and are really grateful for them allowing us to do this.
Wonderful.
And so this last year when we went virtual, we really had no idea, like, were we going to honor 20 people or 40 people? Because prior to COVID, we hosted it at the MiraCosta because they were the only ones that could hold us. We had 750 guests attending in 2019. And so, like I said, we didn't know what was going to happen last year. And our members completely stepped up and really validated how important this event is for our community. And again, this year we're honoring 120 individuals from 94 different organizations.
What an amazing event that's going to be.
When I read the submissions come in, I'm crying almost the whole time, because it could be anything from Oceanside Museum of Art or the San Diego Oasis or Boys and Girls Clubs, and just the work that everyone is doing, and everyone has even ramped up their volunteering during COVID. So it's so heartwarming.
So for people to find out about the North County Philanthropy Council, or be able to watch the volunteer event and see all of those amazing people be honored, where do you want them to go?
So they go to our website, which is NC for North County, philanthropy.org.
Okay.
Or they can contact me at, should I give our phone number? So it's 760-729-6711, and I will be the one to answer the call. We're small but mighty, so we really try to, touch the whole community.
And doing such very great work in North County. So thank you so much for being here, Sandra. It was really a pleasure to spend time with you today.
Thank you. Great. It was great meeting you.
Thank you. And thank you so much for watching today and getting updated on what is happening in the city and with our local organizations. I hope you feel proud of our great community assets, those that keep us safe, those that entertain, celebrate our diversity, and help support success in this amazing community. And if you would like to be a guest on the show, please visit koct.org/spectrum to find out details on how your nonprofit can be a part of Spectrum. Stay up to date with all things North County by visiting koct.org. Thanks, and take good care.